Coming in at number 14 in the Horn Top 20 Countdown, brought to you by All Stat Beer. No impurities, no regret. The Oklahoma Sooners. That's right, Lincoln Riley went out west, but they brought back their favorite son, Brent Venables, to lead the Oklahoma Sooners. I know everybody's trying to figure out what's going to be replaced. We'll talk about it. We'll let you know what we think about it. The Oklahoma Sooners coming in at number 14 in the Horn Top 20 Countdown, brought to you by All Stat Beer.
Oklahoma, who this time last year at the Horn Top 20 Countdown Roundtable was a top 3 team, and Spencer Rattler was going to be the Heisman Trophy winner. That's all fallen apart. Their coach is gone. They've lost their quarterbacks. They've lost so many key players. I am of the opinion that Oklahoma just has a natural regression because of all the losses. You just, Rod, you guys, you've been in this. I mean, you lose that many starts, that many players, that many coaches, an offensive scheme, a defensive scheme. We've seen it here at Texas. You don't just pick up where you left off. I know Brent Venables comes with a lot of energy. He comes with a lot of confidence. He knows the place. But, man, that is a lot of reps and starts that have walked out of the building, and you're bringing in new guys. I get it. If there's a team that's going to slide back from an 11-2 kind of year to a 9-4 kind of year, 8-4, that would be Oklahoma to me.
Okay, let me say this about the Oklahoma team. Dylan Gabriel is up for Newcomer of the Year. He's somebody that you're going to consider very dangerous because he's that talented. And I will say this, I don't believe that Lincoln Riley left the cupboard bare. Marvin Mims is still there at the wide receiver position. Theo Weiss is still there as a big-time wide receiver. And I know that they're going to have to fix the defense for sure. The defense is definitely going to be different with Alex Grinch leaving. But their defense has always been suspect. Their defense they haven't been that great on the defensive side. And they still have short corners. I do believe that. No offense. But you got to make sure that you can go in there and put hands on people, and they never put hands on people.
And Hartson, I agree. I don't think the cupboard's bare, and I don't think it's going to be long before Oklahoma's back doing what they do. Because
but 11-2 is tough.
But 11-2?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a 9-4 in
the
there.
Standards are just so high now after Lincoln Riley that any year other than winning a Big 12 title is going to be considered a disappointment by a lot of Oklahoma fans because it's like Mac Brown, right? Mac Brown was here and winning 10 games. It wasn't enough. After everybody was like, sorry, Mac, your double-digit win.
I told you that.
Unless you're beating Oklahoma and winning the Big 12 title, we don't care about your double-digit win seasons. It's a disappointment.
Because we're going to San Diego.
Yeah, so I think he's right to a certain extent. But I don't think there'll be a significant drop-off. Say what you want about Oklahoma, but they hire well. They're not Texas. Well, Texas does not know how to hire well. Oklahoma hires better than Texas. They just do. All right, and their last 2 coaches weren't fired. Their last 2 coaches retired and left. Yep. Texas' last 2 coaches got fired and ran out of town.
Ugly.
So I'm just saying they have a better football culture there. They got a man, Bob Stoops, there. God, I wish somebody loved Texas as much as Bob Stoops loves Oklahoma. Right. You know what I mean? Because he's willing to do anything for that, put that program first. We couldn't even get Mac to put the program over his ego. So they're going to have a good culture of football there. That's why they brought Brent Venables in, who reminds him a lot of Bob Stoops when he came in.
Well,
defensive guy. Exactly. And Brent Venables is one of the best defensive minds in college football. That defense will not take a huge drop-off. It may even be a little bit better. The offense will have a drop-off. But Jeff Lebby, he runs that Art Browse beer and shoot. He's married into that damn air raid. He's married Art Browse's daughter. You crazy if you don't think Art Browse helped him come up with schemes to beat Texas? Because I would. The whole Browse family hates Texas.
And he's married to that quarterback, Dylan Gabriel.
Exactly.
Who's been with him.
And it's Dylan Gabriel. They already got chemistry from when he was a freshman running that same air raid beer and shoot system. So, yes, there will be a drop-off, but I would warn people about the significant drop-off for the Sooners because the Sooners, they run this conference. They have always run this conference. They've won, 14 Big 12 titles with 9 different starting quarterbacks, 2 different head coaches. Beware of overlooking the Sooners.
The question for me, Rod, then is let's quantify it. Once Brent Venables gets the things figured out and gets the fire hose dislodged, how high? I got him at 6 right here. Is 6 too high?
That's too high for me.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be too high in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said,
back into the top 10 then?
I think whoever wins the Big 12 this year is probably going to be like a 2-loss, 3-loss Big 12 champion.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
Like I don't think the Big 12 champion is going to contend for the college football playoff.
They're going to beat up on each other.
I think they're going to eat each other alive because it's such a tough conference.
Well, and I'm not arguing with you, Rod, on what they've done in this conference. I'm just saying the last time they went outside of the program to hire a new head coach, it was Bob Stoops.
It was.
And in his first year, he went 7-5.
That's true.
Brought in a left-handed junior college quarterback named Josh Heupel. The next year they won the national championship. I don't think this is some long drop-off for Oklahoma. I just think there's a 1-year lag in too much. They lost 450 starts off their football team on both sides of the football, whether through the NFL draft or through the transfer portal or just attrition. That is a huge number. I like Brett Venables. I don't think Oklahoma's going anywhere, but I think for this year, I think back end of the top 20 is where I see them. But again, this is transfer portal era. If Dylan Gabriel comes in and he hits, because he and Jeff Levy have a great relationship, Marvin Mims is still there, Eric Gray is still there. I mean, yes, they're a dangerous team.
And also, if it matters, strikingly handsome. He might be the best-looking person that's ever stepped into the state of Oklahoma.
Dylan Gabriel.
They're going to scare.
Oh,
he's
Dylan
going to
Gabriel.
scare some.
I thought he was talking about.
Actually, you're wrong
That
about
is a
that.
handsome
You want to know
young
why?
man.
You want to know why you're wrong about that? Because Trevor Knight. Trevor Knight.
Trevor Knight. See, I forgot.
Hold on.
You know I like to claim Trevor Knight.
Jalen Hurts, y'all. Y'all see Jalen Hurts?
Jalen
Actually,
Hurts
you're
is a
right.
handsome man.
Because
You're right.
my wife thinks Jalen Hurts is a handsome
Never
man.
mind.
So you're
Never
right.
mind.
He looks like a
You're
soap
right.
opera star.
Yeah. So you're wrong.
I am terribly sorry.
You're so wrong
I'm
about
sorry
this.
to go down that road. But
I thought he was talking about Brent Venables. I'm like, what are you looking at?
let me see if I can get the Longhorn
Somebody
fans.
grandpa.
After that discussion, let me see if I get the Longhorn fans back on my side. Let's just kick Oklahoma all the way out of the top 20. Let's just not rank them. How about that?
No, we can't do that.
Too much respect.
Longhorn fans will follow me on that one.
They will definitely. They will follow you on all of that.
I guess.